TikTok Shop is doing something really big, really bold, and they're doing it very quickly. This is truly a frontier in e-commerce, and we need to move quickly. TikTok Shops has an enormous advantage over every other e-commerce marketplace. Guys, I have been in e-commerce for a long time, longer than most of you have been alive. All right, that's not true. I really wanted to say something dramatic. But I've been in this space for a long time, well over a decade. And it has been a very long time since I have felt the urgency to shift this much focus and attention to a new type of selling platform. TikTok Shop is doing something really big, really bold, and they're doing it very quickly. This is truly a frontier in e-commerce, and we need to move quickly. Now, I know what a lot of you are thinking. I don't like TikTok with all of the kids shaking their backsides. Okay, neither do I. There are some things to be concerned with about TikTok on both sides of the political aisle. I'm not asking you to invest in TikTok. I'm not asking you to shop on TikTok. I'm not asking you to scroll those hours of cat videos like you're doing on the weekends. What I am saying is that you're not going to do your business any good by hamstringing it and missing out on what's looking like a major precipice in e-commerce. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to give you 5 reasons why TikTok Shop is different, and it's going to be a bigger player in the game than pretty much any other entrant that we've seen in years. Number 2, I'm going to give you 5 strategies for how to win on TikTok and how to effectively sell and beat your competitors on TikTok. We're going to cover all of this on today's episode of Please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. All right, now for the good stuff. I want to start out with a really quick story. A few weeks ago, I launched a poll on LinkedIn, and I asked people where they thought the future of e-commerce was headed. Was it number 1, immersive experiences, aka metaverse commerce? Was it number 2, TikTok and other forms of social commerce? Or was it number 3, more of the same, Amazon? Well, you can imagine what people picked. Most people, in fact, the vast majority of people, by a landslide, picked Amazon. Why would they pick Amazon? Well, it's what they know. And most of what we say, think, and do is autonomic. Studies show us that up to 97% of what we say, think, or do is driven by our autonomic central nervous system. So, in other words, we don't think as much as we think we think. And we used to talk about this in the Marine Corps. We used to say that militaries tend to fight the last war. In other words, they train and equip to fight a war in the future that would look like the last war they fought. But in reality, the future actually really never looks like the past. Things are always changing. There are always new strategies and tactics and technologies. And in order to build a correct or more accurate view of the future, we've got to step back and we've got to look at patterns. We've got to look at new technologies. We've got to look at changing landscapes and make a better prediction for where the future is going. Digital commerce is exactly the same way. It's been an Amazon and a Shopify game for years, really for about a decade. And so most of the brands out there and most of the agencies representing brands out there aren't really looking or aren't really building an accurate prediction of the future. They're guessing really that the future is going to look like what the e-commerce landscape looks like today. But a lot of really big, savvy brands are pouring attention and focus and resources into TikTok Shop. We're going to go over 5 reasons why TikTok Shop is not just another marketplace, why it's going to be something really big and really important for your business. And then we're going to talk about 5 strategies that'll make you successful when selling through TikTok Shop. Number 1, TikTok Shops has an enormous advantage over every other e-commerce marketplace simply due to existing meteoric growth of TikTok itself. In fact, TikTok has grown 800% since 2018, and pretty much every expert is predicting continued growth well into the future. So in other words, TikTok Shop is built on a platform with an enormous amount of synergy that is growing by millions of users per year. Number two, TikTok Shop has an advantage over most other marketplaces because it is planning a fulfillment center network. However, it's not planning on shouldering the costs of this fulfillment network. It is planning on partnering with existing fulfillment centers in order to bypass the cost and quickly onboard that capability. So one of the advantages that Amazon has always had is the Fulfillment by Amazon program, or FBA program, where Amazon has streamlined and cut down on the logistical costs and timelines associated with warehousing, storage, and fulfillment. TikTok is preparing to very quickly onboard that exact same capability through existing partnerships. Number three, TikTok Shop has an enormous advantage over other e-commerce marketplaces because it doesn't need to bring traffic to the marketplace. It's already there. In fact, TikTok has 85 million monthly users, and it's projected to hit 100 million monthly users by 2025. That's about half the users of Amazon, and it only just launched TikTok Shop. Number four, TikTok Shop is different from every other e-commerce marketplace because it's built on an already powerful and proven marketing and selling channel, TikTok. We see that every day right now with tens of millions of dollars of sales being driven from TikTok to Amazon and Shopify. But it's starting to look like that powerful marketing and selling channel is going to be exclusive to TikTok Shop. In fact, TikTok has announced it's going to be restricting links to Shopify, and it's starting to sound like it's going to be restricting links to Amazon. So that incredibly powerful marketing and selling channel is about to be exclusive to TikTok Shop. In doing so, TikTok would be taking a powerful flow of high converting shoppers that have been diverted to other marketplaces and would be sending it directly to its own TikTok Shop. Number five, one of the boldest moves by TikTok that is certain to make TikTok Shop a major player in the e-commerce landscape is the launch of sponsored product posts or digital advertising. So in other words, sellers will be able to pay to have their products come up in the top of search, just like they do with Amazon or Google. What makes that such a bold move for TikTok? Well, it's going to attract sellers that have the capital to compete that way, to resource sponsored product ads. And number two, that is a major and important source of revenue for TikTok. If you look at any of Amazon's financial reports, you will see that digital advertising, or PPC, is a major part of their growth plan, and it's a large growing part of their revenue. So TikTok Shop, although brand new, has already incorporated this very advanced form of revenue generation. All right, so the question is not really whether or not your business should be using TikTok Shop. It is more, how do we do it effectively? How do we do this in such a way that we don't faceplant and walk away in a few months feeling like we wasted our time and our effort, and we're watching our competitors soak up all of the sales that you deserve. So I'm going to go over 5 very specific, very actionable strategies that will make you successful once you launch your TikTok Shop. Strategy number 1, to get traction on your TikTok Shop effectively and quickly, you're going to start with a very aggressive posting cadence. Now, as I record this video, unless something changes, you've got to have at least 1,000 followers to even open up a TikTok Shop. So if you're not posting right now, you're going to have to post aggressively to even qualify to open a shop. If you are already posting, but you're doing something else with your traffic, like you're either just using TikTok as a marketing channel or you're driving to Shopify or Amazon, you're going to have to kind of recondition your followers to shop on TikTok Shop. So either way, you're going to start with a very aggressive posting cadence. That posting cadence is going to look like 3 posts per day for 1 month. I know that seems like a lot. I know it might not be reasonable, but if you can't do it right away, then what you need to do is spend about a week or 2 weeks saving up footage and B-roll and cropping different videos so that when you actually launch, you can post that 3 times a day for the first month. Once you do that and you've reconditioned your following or you've built up a sufficient following, you can start to walk that back down to once or twice per day. Strategy number 2, to compete effectively with your TikTok shop, you need to out hashtag your competitors. That does not mean using 115 hashtags per post. If you do that, I guarantee you the only person watching your posts or looking at your posts will be your hashtag MOM. That's your mom. So you're going to stick to more like 4 to 6 hashtags. And we like to say in anything social media, you're going to limit those, or you're going to break those up into 1/3 niche hashtags, 1/3 large hashtags, and 1/3 trending hashtags. The reason we do that is your niche hashtags tend to be less competitive. Your large hashtags are more competitive, but you really need those for virality, right? You need those for gaining a large enough viewer base to go viral every once in a while. And then number 3, trending, you're going to use that to kind of ride waves of popularity. Now, whichever one of those hashtags you're using at any given time, they need to be relevant to your product. You don't want to use, or you're not going to get a lot of traction using hashtag WWE SmackDown when you're selling grandma's famous brownies. So make sure that your hashtags are relevant to your product. Strategy number 3, to compete with your TikTok shop effectively, you want a call to action in every post. Now, that does not mean a hard sell in every post. If you ever read the book by Gary Vaynerchuk, Jab, 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 Left Hook. I don't know how many jabs is in there. It's been a while since I read the book. If you ever read that book, you don't want to hard sell with everything. You want to be giving away a lot more value than you are trying to sell to your customer. But your call to action can be a hard sell. It can be a buy now, or it can be a follow us for more of, or it can be a forward this post to somebody who, whatever, all right? Some kind of call to action in every single post. Strategy number 4, to maximize your TikTok activity and your new effort to sell through your TikTok shop, we're going to pull our followers onto our email list at every opportunity. As of right now, despite all of the marketing and selling channels out there, email is still among the highest converting. So we're going to use that synergy, this new synergy of our TikTok activity, and we're going to populate our email list or grow our email list. How do we do that? Well, as of right now, you can still put links in your TikTok bio. So you can link to Instagram, you can link to YouTube, you can still link to a website as of right now. And you're going to drive your customers to a capture page where you're going to take their information and you're going to be able to retarget and remarket. Whatever you say or do, make sure that you're using value to drive that customer. So you don't want to say, join my email list so I can spam you every day and wreck your email inbox. You do want to say, join my email list for free recipes, or weekly skincare tips, or something that's valuable. Strategy number 5, if you really want to blow up your TikTok shop selling, post as many challenges as you can. Out of all of the strategies I've given you, this one is probably the most specific and also the most fun. Why? Challenges are among the most common types of posts to go viral. Here's an example. Chipotle's Guac Dance Challenge resulted in 800,000 additional sales. 800,000 from one post, right? That is an extremely high ROI. So we want to post challenges. How do we do that? Well, there's really 2 ways. One, you post a unique challenge. You sell some kind of food, do some kind of recipe challenge or a dish challenge. You sell art supplies, make it some kind of art challenge where they post whatever they created with what you sell. Whatever you sell, make it specific to your customer, make it something that will be fun for your customer to do. Now, if you're not that creative or you're having a hard time with your product type, the second thing you can do, the second way you can create challenges is to ride the wave of some other viral challenge. Just find what's popular at the time and bring it onto your channel. We've seen that with all kinds of challenges. Really good example is the ice bucket challenge, where before long you had everybody dumping ice on everybody else and nobody even knew what it really meant anymore. So if you can't come up with your own unique challenge, ride the wave of some other challenge that is already going viral. There you have it. Those are my top 5 strategies for growing your TikTok shop and maximizing your sales. Leave me a comment and let me know what yours are. If you have any strategies that I did not cover, or even if you had any thoughts while we were going through this, ideas, leave them in the comments so we can all grow. If it's a good one, I will pin you to the top. And let me know also what else you want my team and I to research for you, figure out, hack, and do a video on. Let me know in the comments. Otherwise, again, if you got any value from this, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we will see you in the next one.